Yo, it's your boy, Marks Tarot. I'm going to be answering questions for $10 PayPal only. And I'll be doing general messages if you want one. I'm trying to come on every night as much as I can. I do come on here and Instagram. But what's going on that side? Because I got a private place much. Got that song stuck in my damn head. I have to snake. Keep forgetting to do that. All right, give me a second here. Hey, how you doing, Sonny? No notification went out again. Yeah, I got yours like an hour later. Hey, Marcia. Yes, you got me. I'm here. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I've already given up on trying to deal with YouTube all these years, and Instagram is the same way. They're all the same. They're all the same. It doesn't matter what place it is. It's notifications don't go out, and then people say, "Mark, where are you? I didn't see you live last night." Wow. I don't know. Maybe it's just the people, because I get my notifications most likely. I get notifications from people the majority of the time, but it all depends on who you are, So if you're making YouTube money, then you're probably going to get your notifications put out as much as possible. But if you're not getting if you're not making money for YouTube, then they could care less about you probably, which is understandable. On a money money perspective. But hey, I feel like if you're a part of something, you should have notifications, so that way eventually you can make money for them. But apparently not. And then they want to take half your money when you do make it. So then how could you blame somebody for asking somebody to PayPal them when you take, I think, 40% of it or 60% of it? So, it's all about greed, annoyance, whatever it is. You know how it goes. Thanks, Sonny. I appreciate that. You don't have to, but thank you. I appreciate that. PayPal, yeah, they also take I think it's 5% now. So if somebody gives me $10, I get $9.16. So they take like almost 45 cents out of it. Either way, it all depends on PayPal, because if you like, sometimes it gives you the option of paying the difference, so the person you're giving the money to gets the direct $10, right? So you'll pay like $10.45 or something like that. It'll ask you, but then some people will be like, no, I'm just gonna send the $10 from me, and to hell with who gets the $9.15 or whatever it is. But I can be in a greedy fuck and say, okay, well, give me $11 so at least I get the 10. But I don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But some people don't realize that that actually happens. Yeah, super chat is worse. I don't have that anyway because I live here, I can't even have that. So unless they've changed it. But the only form of payment I can get is PayPal. And even though I have PayPal, I've explained this to a lot of people that I can only use that PayPal to buy things online or on websites. For me to actually get that cash, I would have to send it to my friend in the States. She puts it in her account, takes it out of her account, sends it to me, MoneyGram, Western Union or whatever, and then I get my cash. That's how it works. So at one point in time, I was going through all that crazy shit, but now I don't. Yeah, same here. Hey, M22. I just give a free message. That's it. I don't do free readings. Readings are $10 a question. And if you want a free message, I can give you a message. Yeah, I think kind of. Yeah, I just got a donation. Thank you, Sonny. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Thanks, M22. But yeah, it's a certain places you can't have Venmo, Cash App, and all that because people always tell me, "You ain't got Cash App." I want Cash App. I was like, I can't. Yep. Yeah, it still charges you fees because, like, say if I sent $400 out of my PayPal to my friend in Boston, they're gonna take like $30 to $40 just for the transfer. Then I gotta give her extra money so she can send it to me on MoneyGram. So if I send her $400, I'll probably get like $340, $350 cash at the end of the day. I'm gonna lose $50 just getting the cash, you know? Just because I live here, it doesn't work. Because in Bermuda, they don't have things like that. Yes, she is. All right, M22, let's see what we got for you. Today, I'm going to use my Divine Animals Oracle deck. Oh, nice. That's cool. Congrats. That's a nice tip. No problem, sweetheart. You know, I got you. Whatever. Let me see here. All right, M22. Your card is the Snow Leopard, and this says, the Watcher. Take the high road. Do not sink to the level of low vibration. Observe the situation closely before acting. Being silent is an option. Ethics is the number one concern. It's best not to continually draw attention to yourself just for the sake of filling up your ego. A little mystery is a good thing. All right? So this is telling you that just be the watcher and observe and go from there. Try not to allow people to put you in a lower vibration. Don't be vulnerable. You know, being silent is better than dealing with bullshit. You know what I mean? So put the emphasis on you as the individual and leave everything a mystery. Let go and let God, like they say, you know? So if you look at this card, you know, it's preying on the people are preying on you, you know? People are watching your every move. People want to see your downfall. And people are in this world just to see somebody's downfall because they can't stand the way you strive or the way you are, or you know, or the way you rule or what you have. Jealousy is a disease. So this card is telling you that don't don't worry about what people are saying or doing. Just like be the watcher. Just observe everything silently. Don't say nothing. Don't entertain it. And just watch everybody as they watch you, and just do what you have to do as an individual. You're welcome. Yeah, Marcia, it's fine, sweetheart. No need to explain. I'm got you. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Sonny, I used that option for a long time, and then I got to the point where it was becoming a hassle. Um, Western Union here was the place I used to go to, and then there used to be a fee of like $75 just to send the money from the States to here. So then, after like 4 or 5 times of doing it, I got questioned on why I'm receiving this money all the time. So I had to explain that I have an online business, because I didn't even want to tell them that I do site readings or anything like that, because it's none of nobody's business. At the end of the day, it's money that you're receiving from somebody. It's none of your business anyway why I receive it. But they started to ask questions like Western Union, like, who's this person that's sending you the money? Do you know them? And I'm like, what? Like, So I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't even, hey, beauty, welcome here. So I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to take out the PayPal money. I'm just going to use it to buy things, because I didn't realize that so many websites that I buy things from have a PayPal option to buy things. The only messed up thing is on Amazon. If I want to buy something, I can't with PayPal. I got to do it with my credit card, which is annoying. Yeah, we don't have Western Union no more. They actually just finished. So now we have MoneyGram, and they don't really take your money. It's just like a set fee or whatever that it is that I have to pay, but it's half the price of Western Union. And if you constantly send money, they give you like a break or something like that. So in Bermuda, it's different. No, Venmo, whatever it's called. No, we don't have none of that stuff. The only way I can get money from outside of here is PayPal. That's it. And even that is a task where like I said, I have to, if I if I had $1,000 in my PayPal right now and I wanted to cash in on it, I have to send it to my friend in Boston, and then she takes the money out of her account, puts it into her bank account, and then sends it to MoneyGram to me. And then I gotta go to MoneyGram, waste my time, my gas, and gotta go get my money and wait in line for it with all these people. And where MoneyGram is, it's like a shitty ass place. So coming out of there with your money and one situation, and all in one is a situation in itself. So now I use the PayPal money to buy things, which is good. So either way, I get to use it, But that's why I've never made it my this my complete life. And if I did, I'd have to do it a whole different way, where I'd have to set up a website where you can pay me with your credit card or a debit card or something like that. Sonny, do you PayPal me? So do you need a question answered or anything like that, sweetheart? Because you're next on the list. I did go into your live today, but you were so busy I didn't want to disturb you, but I did see you briefly while I was eating lunch. I was eating lunch and listening to you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're next. No problem, Marcy. I'll get to you right after Sonny, okay? And yes, Beauty, I do give regular cards here, but there's a list of people so far, so I'll get to everybody, okay? But yeah, it sucks living here sometimes because you can't I wish I had Cash App and all those things so that way it makes life easier for everybody else. But either way, it doesn't bother me. All right. All right, sweetheart, no problem. I got you. All right, so Sonny, from now to the end of the month, there's going to be some situations where, I think your finances are going to depend on the people around you. So what I see here for the rest of the month is you got to deal with other people. You might have to pay for other people. You might have to help other people. I don't know if you have kids or whatever. You might be catering to your kids or your parents or someone in your family where you help them, or a friend or whoever. So this is you making money, but you're also spending the same amount that you make, or you've got bills to pay and you're trying to pay off a certain bill, or you're trying to pay off your debts. So it's kind of making you feel you're doing things incorrectly because you're not banking the money. You're not taking you're making money, but you're also spending just as much as you make, or you have to spend as much as you make or you're just breaking even. There's no serious gain here, but it's not your fault. It's probably because of the situations and the people that are around you that need your help or need your finances in some type of way, or you're going to be using the money that you make to buy things that you really need. Or if your car broke down, you're going to have to spend a couple $100 on it. So you're going to be like, shit, I just made money. Now I have to spend all this damn money just to, get the things that I need, not that I want. I don't see you overspending on stupid things. I just think that you have things that you have to pay for. So you're going to lose faith, or you're going to be sad, or you're going to feel like, shit, I really have to do this, even though, I don't want to, but I have to do it. So it's going to make you want to work more, to make more, to break even, or to get enough money to pay all your bills financially, right? Now, what I also get here is a man that can help you with your business and help you with your life professionally. This man is could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It doesn't have to be, but this guy is a businessman. And if you ask this man for help, he can help you with your finances, or show you what to do, or help you, make more money. And that's going to happen this month. If you hear anything in the background, that's my dog. She's snoring in the background. Okay, that's not me. Okay. So Sonny, there's a man that significantly can help you with your finances this month. Now, going into next month, it's going to be a little better. You're going to have handouts. People are going to pay you for the readings. People are going to help you with your finances. So whatever you don't make this month, you'll regain it next month. And September looks like a better month for you. So things will look hopeful. People that used to get readings from you in the past, they'll come back to you in September, and they'll be like, okay, Sonny, I did get a reading from you back in the day. So now, I'm coming back to get another one. So you'll see repeat clients You'll see people who actually like you and want to be around you and want to deal with you. Hey, Joey, how you doing? I'm doing good. So, Sonny, and the main thing is when next month comes, right? And you're doing readings and things like that. Because I got the high priestess card in the end here. The end result is you. It depends on you, really, on how much work you're willing to put up, how much things you're willing to do, how much time you're willing to spend. You know, the more you learn, the more you earn, you know, and the more you do, the more you get. So this has to be your judgment. More wisdom you have, learn more things, try to make, you know, your channel a more a channel where people want to come in and pay you and get readings from you, things like that, you know. So that's the thing here is it depends on you, but I feel like you're going to be happier next month, not this month, because this month is going to be some interference from people or things happening where you're going to have to spend money. So whatever money you make is going to be lost due to helping someone or to actually paying for things that you didn't expect to happen. So there might be some surprises here and there where you're going to have to spend money. Okay, Sonny? But things look good. Like you also can get new clients, new alliances, new people, new friends, you know, people that happen to come by your channel and say, hey, I see your reading. I want to get a reading from you, you know, things like that. At the end of the day, you are very active, so that's a good thing. But don't restrain yourself from doing more if you want to do more. You got me? So don't hide your emotions. Keep those emotions out there for people to see so they can see how good you are, what you're about, how active you are. And this is all going to help you. I also got the Ace of Cups here. So you're going to be happy in September because things are going to get better for you overall as far as finances. All right. So as far as a financial reading, and this is like this month, like I said, there's going to be some challenges and up and downs and things like that. And I see a man either helping you or giving you advice. And or like I said, if you have a husband or something like that, he could be like helping you or someone like that, like a friend or another fellow reader or somebody. There's a businessman I feel here, and he might have dark hair, brown hair, or he might have black hair, but he's the type of guy, like he's very spiritual. You know, he could be like an artist, or he can be a very considerate, generous person, where he can like. So if you have a male client, then this male client, right, will help you with the things that you need. All right. You have a ton of medical bills. Yeah, that sucks. Well, that makes sense. But that's the thing, when I see a person in someone's reading, like for instance, I see this male. So like, if there's someone that you want to ask for help, like, and you're not sure if that person is gonna help you in any way, spiritually, mentally, physically, things like that. Could be a male vendor with my other business. Okay, yeah. So he might be like, helping you with your other business. So this guy can be very active in your life this month and until the end of the month, going into September as well. So that's the thing that you can look forward. That's the positive thing, is this male can help you with your business and get things, popping off and get things better and making things happen for you. But don't hide your emotions, because when I get the high priestess here, it's pretty much you, because you're a reader, right? But a high priestess is a woman. People think that a high priestess is this great reader that does all these great things, and that is true to a certain extent. But the person, the high priestess to me is a woman who has to have common sense. She can't just say, okay, well, I'm going to do this and to hell with everything else. You got to have common sense. You got to be practical. You can't hide your emotions. You got to be smart about every decision you make. So if you want to become the highest priestess ever, and you want to become your higher self, the best that you can be, the best that Sunny can be, then you have to understand that, the learning more and having more knowledge about people, about, certain things will help you gain more. I remember I told you this the last time I spoke to you, I believe, or 2 times ago. Like, I keep getting, things where, your throat chakra. I don't usually use that type of term, but it's like, sometimes our throat chakra is like 80% open, and it just needs that extra 20% of that. You want to say it, but you don't say it. So if you do say it, and it happens, and it works, and it makes you feel better, then say the rest of the 20%. You got me? So be 100% you all the time. Don't hold yourself back. Don't hide your emotions. Don't hide anything you see for people or for yourself, and just use your common sense in the next 2 months. And then things will get better for you. And just depend more on spirit and knowledge and things like that. All right. So that because when I'm talking, like, I kind of feel like my throat, and it's like, when I feel that, I feel like you want to say things, but you don't. And I told you this before, and I don't want to like harp on it, but it's the best advice and best like thing I can give you, because the reading pretty much tells me, and spirit's telling me in the back of my mind here, like, tell her to express herself more, like, say everything you need to say, and that's my biggest strength. Was before, I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't want to tell people that they have a shitty ass reading, or that guy's not coming back in their life. Now I say it, and I don't give a shit. Not because I don't want to hurt, not because I want to hurt that person's feeling. It's because I have to do it to help that person understand that there's better things besides the piece of shit that they're dealing with. You got me? So I know that you say what's on your mind, because I've seen you work, but there's something inside of you that needs to be released even more. I feel like you say a lot in your readings, but maybe there's something else that you have to do personally to get the rest of it up. Even if it's to yourself or to the people you love, it might not necessarily be in readings or to clients and people like that. That could be the half of it, but the other half is you really saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do. So that way you can get out of the slump of, not holding back from saying what you want to say. Oh, okay, Joey. Glad you're back. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't wear it very often, but it's I gotta, as you can see, I have like a boatload of hats, and I got more coming. So, all right, I have some people that have subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, it's a baseball cap fetish. I always tell people that when I was younger, I couldn't spend money on hats and clothes and nice things, because I had bills to pay, and I had, a car to pay. I had, I had bills. I had rent. I moved out of my mom and dad's house at 19 years old, so I couldn't spend my money on, the things that I really loved. So now, for the past, maybe 5 years, I've been buying all the things that I never had, you know? So it's nice to finally have things that I've always wanted. But it comes with hard work and dedication, and it ain't easy, that's for sure. It ain't easy. Yes, you are, beauty. Everybody is on the list. Mm-mm-mm. Sometimes I want to put my finger on the chat and go like this and scroll it, but I know I can't do that. I feel like it's my phone because I'm so used to being on my phone. Sometimes I want to go like that. I'm like, no, Mark, you can't do that. She's right here, Joey. She's doing good. She's behind me sleeping. She had a little limp. She had a bad limp. She must have hurt herself, or yeah, she's sound asleep, and she hit her hind leg, and she was like kind of limping for like a week. But she's a little better now. Well, I would say a lot better now, but she's just, it's been really hot here, so it's been affecting her a lot, you know. But she's okay. She's in the AC right now. It takes her a while to cool down, but she's all right now. But she's snoring like crazy over here. I don't know if you guys can hear her. All right, beauty. Your card is number 17, and it's the wolf, and it's called authenticity. So be your authentic self. Discover who you really are by revealing your authentic self. This is always the best way. We all resonate a frequency. So if you are pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep attracting people with whom you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes, and there should be no anxiety about differences in opinion. Okay, Joey, it's good to see you. I hope everything is good in your world. Okay, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm trying to be on here like every night, not this late, but I have been coming on late, but I'm going to try and come on a little earlier tomorrow. So, beauty, that's your card. Be your authentic self, okay? And being your authentic self, you attract authentic people. And if you keep attracting the wrong people, then you're going to get the wrong situations and the wrong things. All right? You're welcome. All right, Marcia, you are next. All right, let me go see what you said. My situation. Okay, sure. I'll check it out. What time is it here? It's 11:09. It's 11:09 p.m. So you're only an hour behind, so that's good. Eastern time. Yeah. I'm already in the future, you know. Oh, hey, Amanda Nicole. Okay, as soon as it goes through, I will gladly answer a question for you as soon as I get it. I should get a notification saying that I got it. Yeah, no problem, sweetheart. It's all good. I know that, sweetheart. It's all good. Interesting. Okay, I just got the your payment, Amanda. I'll do you right after Marcia. Okay, so you're next. All right, so Marcia, what I got for as far as Janine and stuff coming in, spying on you and checking on you. She's trying to find out if there's any, relationships or anything going on between you and somebody. I think she was trying to see if Arthur was there checking you out, or there was somebody in your area that you were flirting with or doing. I think she's trying to find out. I think I saw this last time where she probably wants to find out what's going on in your life. So that's why she's prowling around or checking up on you, And I think that she's also checking to see how you're doing, like work wise. And yeah, watching that, you took the words right out of my mouth, because I got like she's trying to figure out if you're making more money than her. Like, see if your section's, better than hers. Because I was gonna ask you if like there's a I wouldn't say a competition, but like, how you all have, trying to be competitive. So like if you guys all have, sections to yourself, like if somebody does better than the rest, like do you guys get like a bonus or something like that? Because that's what I see that she's trying to figure out, if you're getting extra because she doesn't know how you're doing it. You know what I mean? But she's a shady character. She's always doubting what's going on. She's trying to find gossip on you. Yeah, exactly. So she's watching your money. She wants to find out what's going on in your life, and she's trying to find out any type of gossip about you. So she might even ask somebody that sits on your table, "Oh, what was going on with Marcia? Like, is she okay?" Or blah 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 blah. So yeah, see, look, you just pretty much confirmed what I just said. You were writing it as I said it. So I feel like, because I actually see her doing that. I got like a vision of her actually talking to people about you, because that's how much it bothers her that you make more money than her, or you're doing better than her. So it's pissing her off. So she's trying to find out any type of negative gossip so she can run back and tell your boss, or run back and tell somebody else some significance, so that way it gets you in trouble, or it does something, affects you in a bad way for work. Or she's trying to do more for people that left their table and go into hers, to see, I feel like she's not making enough money. So that's why not making enough tips. So it's kind of pissing her off that you're doing better than her, All right. See, yeah. She's still trying to do it, Marcia. Unfortunately, she's a bitch. Now, as far as Arthur's concerned, he's still, he's still thinking about the past and trying to mix it in with the present. I feel like he came by your section for those 10 minutes to spy on you as well, to see what you're up to see if you're happy, to see if you're happy to see him, or you actually talk to him, or you want to, or he's trying to like pretty much like check your vibe to see if you'll say anything to you. But he still thinks, like I always tell you, I always see that he is looking for a way to talk to you, or a way to smooth things over, or a way just to like justify the fact that what he did is okay, and you should just let it fly over your head and just, say, okay, I'll talk to this idiot anyway, you know? And that's why he's like checking up on you to see what you're up to. And I think the reason why he does that is because, I think Janine tells him things, and then he goes to check to see if there is another guy around you, to get the scoop, to see what's up, to see how it's gonna play out. Okay, right. Yeah, I remember you asked me about that. Yeah, so they're all finding. They all want to see. Yeah. So yeah, that pretty much says it all. And does this woman have like brown hair, Janine? Yeah, of course they are. And because you're the center of the attraction. Like I see a woman here with brown hair, right? And she is trying to find the proper balance with work and everything. She's trying to get one up on you, and that's just the way it's going to be, you know. But as far as Arthur, getting back to Arthur here, I think Arthur is entertaining the fact of finding a new job. I don't know if he's told you he wants a new job, or he's been telling you he wants a new job. I think he's being offered a new job, but he doesn't really want to take it because he knows that it might not be what he wants, just so he can get away from the yeah, he doesn't work, he's retired. But okay, so if he doesn't want a new job, like he wants something new to do, like he doesn't even want to come around there, he wants to go to a new place. I forgot you told me he's retired. So it's not. Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah, now I remember that Arthur is retired. Hey, Ruth, how are you? So if Arthur's retired, he's looking for something new to do. Put it that way. Yeah, like a new casino or a new place he can spend his time at. But he's kind of, he knows that he has like both of you to entertain him, but yeah, I think he's had enough. So he's looking for a new place, but he doesn't want nobody to know that. You know what I mean? He doesn't want nobody to know what he's up to. He's very tricky. He's slick, and he wants to go to a new place. Yeah, so it's not a new job, it's a new place. It could also mean that he's trying to find a new place where he's not going to get like people aren't going to talk about him being at the other place. So if there's another casino around you guys, like he might go to that one and people might say, hey, I saw you at the other place. He might be well known, so people are like, hey, just come over here, man, get away from those women, and things like that. So I think he's gonna have, I think you might not see him for a couple of days, or you might not see him for a while, and then that's because he's going somewhere else. Yeah, I know he does that, right, where people aren't gossiping about him, and he doesn't have to deal with Janine and whoever else is at that place, because I see him dealing with two women, and that's obviously you and Janine. So he's trying to find himself, and he's trying to like begin something new. He wants to do something new, but he doesn't know what the hell he wants to do yet. He's still confused on how he's going to do it, where he's going to do it, all those type of things. Yeah, exactly. So he's kind of fed up with it, and he doesn't know what to do. Yeah. So that's pretty much, what I see. You know, it's nothing that you can do about it. Obviously, he screwed himself. Like you said, he plays games, but he's definitely capable of swindling his way through the next place. He's the type of guy where he'll do anything. Right? So he's kind of debating on going somewhere new, like he's never been before, or he's going to go somewhere else so he doesn't have to deal with the drama. So don't be surprised if you don't see him for a while. That's what he's trying to do. But it doesn't matter what he does. Like what I'm getting here also as I wrap this up here with Arthur, is he's trying to possibly smooth things over and make things better so he doesn't have so people won't talk shit about him. So the people that he screwed over, like you and Janine, he's probably trying to make things better between all of you guys, so that way when he moves on, you guys aren't bad mouthing him. Like that's his goal right now. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen because he's so careless and thoughtless that yeah. So because he's been gone so long, it's because he's been somewhere else. But he likes to check in and see, how things are there. Obviously, so he is going somewhere new though. It's another place he's going to, and yeah. But that's why he came in to check up on you to see if he can actually, make sure things are normal. Amanda, let me see what your question is here. I just had it. Okay, Roma, Gemini, X Daniel, contact me and try to get back into a relationship with UC's done moving on. Okay, let's check. Amanda. All right, let's see. Okay. No problem, sweetheart. Take your time. It's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, Amanda. This guy, Daniel, he's pissed and it looks like he's not going to contact you for the next 7 days or so because he's actually really tired, really annoyed, and it looks like he's not wanting to make a decision to call you. He's not wanting to make a decision. He feels like every time he's with you, there's too much contradictions, too much involvement with other people, or other situations are getting in the way of your relationship. And he thinks that you're using anything you can, he's the drama. Yeah. So I think he's trying to do anything he can to have his own personal gain. Like if it isn't about Daniel, then to hell with everybody else. So you might be fed up of the way he is, so you argue with him because he's like that. He's very indecisive. He contradicts himself. He may trick you in ways that you don't like. But I do see he tries to do everything for himself. He's a selfish ass. Okay? And he's hopeful to get somebody back into his life that he used to have in his life. So he might have a ex, not you, but he might have someone else, that is going to um that he's trying to get back in his life, or just to get laid, or just to like get a booty call or something. So he's kind of hopeful for that. But the woman that he wants is like, well, what are you going to give me? Because I need money. I need, materialistic things. So if you want that, then you got to give me something in return. So he looks like the person who is trying to get something for nothing. You know what I mean? So he's got a bad temper also, and he's ready to self-destruct at any point. So you can't even say something to him without him going off his rocker, I also feel like he has a lot of like things hindering him. Like he might have money problems, or he might lose money and get so pissed, and he might have invested into something and like he gets mad. So if he doesn't have his way and he doesn't have money, he doesn't have what he wants, and he takes it out on you or anybody else that's in his path. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't see him getting back with you, because he's this type of person, Yeah. Right. It doesn't have to do with you, but the thing is, because he's like that, he's going to take it out on you because you're the person that's around him. So the thing is because he has these issues, it's like, he's like, to hell with everybody and to hell with Amanda, and I don't want to be with nobody because I need to sort out my own life. It's all about Daniel, So I see a lot of problems with him, especially money. He's very like, but he's hopeful, Yeah, I can check. I see that there is a possibility that you guys can possibly get back together. But I don't know, like I don't want to like give you any false hope or anything. I think it depends mostly on him, obviously, because you just said that he has to contact you, right? So I do see, I don't know if he drinks. I'm just gonna like pretty much tell you what I see here. Like if he's a drinker and he gets drunk and shit, then he might get drunk one day and say, fucking, I'm gonna call Amanda and see what she's up to. Like, you know? Yeah. So that's what I see. So like don't be happy about that. You know what I mean? And it looks like there's a possibility of him contacting you and you guys possibly getting back together, but he's still going to be the same person. So you have to ask yourself, do you really want to be with somebody like this? And it's your decision. I don't really, it's nothing to do with me. But I feel like he wants to get back eventually, but it's only to use you, or to, Yeah, exactly. All right, that's no problem. But I want you to ask yourself, do you want to be with somebody like that? Like how can you, you know, unless you're helping him with his addiction, then that's different. But I just don't see that going away between now and the end of September. I just don't see it happening. Like I don't see you guys being in a happy relationship and everything being fine. I think there's a lot of healing here to be done, but that depends on him. But I just see a person that's very unstable. He doesn't know what the hell he wants to do, and that's because of his addiction. So that's the biggest problem here. Okay, sweetheart. All right, I just got the notification. All right. Let's check. Yeah, I definitely see him contacting you. I'm gonna say in the next, couple days, I would say like he can like I said, he's gonna contact you, and I keep getting he's gonna contact you because of he might be drinking and things like that. Yeah, he doesn't want to change, and that's why I walked away. That's why I'm saying I won't contact. I'm staying away from. Right, and because you're staying away from, I think that's when he's going to contact you. And obviously, you said that he's got to contact you, right? So I feel like he will contact you. If he has like a brother, if he has a brother that's close to him, then I think that the brother's trying to talk some sense into him, or you might hear from the brother, or you might even hear from his father, or his brother and his father has something to do with it. Or if you have a brother and he knows your brother, he might say something to your brother and say, hey, I'm trying to contact your sister or something like that. I think that's how the communication is going to come about, if that makes sense. But I think that he's going to start to miss you. And, I do feel like, he strongly feels, he strongly feels, he's happy when he's with you. Oh, right. Okay. Like I see somebody trying, like somebody helping him, like a sibling helping him or somebody of authority. So the lawyer thing makes sense, yeah. Like he thinks you're beautiful, he thinks you're a good person, he thinks he's happy when he's with you. It's just that addiction is getting in the way, obviously. The only person that I see here is like a person from his past, but the person doesn't even want him. So if he had an ex before you, obviously, we all have exes, but I see a woman that is around like from his past, but she doesn't want anything to do with him for the same reason, because he gave her too much anxiety. So she's like, fuck this, I don't want nothing to do with him. Like I think he actually still communicates with this woman, but I'll look further into that. Okay. All right, let me check then. Yeah, it's probably you that I'm picking up on though. Let me just check something. Man. Let me just check if there's another woman around him. No. There's no other woman around him. There's like I said, if you've been with him for 8 years, that makes sense because the person seems like they've known him for a long time. So it's obviously I'm picking up on you constantly. But and maybe his sister obviously is the other woman that's involved. So that's the other woman that he's talking to is his sister. But there's no love stuff going on here at all. He's talking to other men. So like I said, he might be talking to his boy, his dealer, or like a father or a brother or a close friend. Because I got a guy here. So and this guy stays very low key, So I don't see no other woman here. And he constantly messages this person and talks to this person. Do you see a movement? Yeah, I just told you, like, I see, you know, right. And that's the thing. I just finished telling you that, you know, if there is another woman around, which I don't really see a love relationship or anything, or a love like his interest, the only other woman I saw doesn't even want him. So, because they like, no woman that he likes wants him right now because of the way he is. So, that's why he probably keeps coming back to you, because you're the only one that would take him back. Well, hey, I'm just telling you what I see. I appreciate you telling me that, but I'm just telling you, like, it's not, I don't get nothing good here, but there is no other woman that he's banging on the side. Like, I just don't see that. Nobody really wants, him in that state of mind. So, I mean, I know you don't trust him, but you have to, I know you've been with him for a long time, and I know, like, obviously you love him and you care about him, but you got to ask yourself, do you really want to keep going on this path? Yeah, if you actually stay away from him. No, but listen, I've already answered those questions. You're just asking it in a different way. So that's what I'm saying. He is going to contact you, right? And he is gonna, contact you. He's gonna want you back in his life. I see that. Like, by the end of this month, I see him coming back, and trying to, and that's the thing. He is gonna come back. I see him offering, communication and communicating with you, because there is nobody else he can depend on. Amanda, you're the only person that he wants to contact and wants to deal with. You got me? So there is communication, and he's going to want you back. But as far as making it work, that's not going to happen. And he is going to want to make it happen, but it's up to him. You see, I can read the same question a million times. Hey, Peanut Butter Cup. It's sad but funny in a way, but the thing is his energy is so unpredictable that it doesn't even make sense reading too much into it, because he has an addiction problem. So reading somebody like that, you're always going to get negativity until the person changes their life. So I don't see him changing his life. I see him still being, with money problems and everything like that. You're probably the only good thing in his life, and I do see him constantly coming back to you. But as far as things being lovely and you guys, happily ever after, that depends on him. You know who you are, but you know who he is too. So you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, do you really want to deal with this person for another 8 years? Do you really want to deal with him? And it may be, if you do stay away, right? Maybe if you do stay away, he might clean up if he really loves you that much. You got me? So my suggestion is for you to stay away and see how things go. That's my suggestion. Yeah, see, it's never going to be enough, because it's all about, you can go to rehab for a goddamn year. It doesn't matter. You, the person, have to make the decision. Rehab is bullshit, in my opinion. It all depends on your mind. Everybody's mind, you can program your mind and manipulate your mind to let something go, to stop doing something, to stop wanting something. Everything is mind manipulation. Like, I just don't understand how people actually think that, going to rehab works. Sometimes it does, because you listen to that person manipulate your mind. But in my opinion, it doesn't work that way. I used to drink, I used to smoke, and I used to do all of that stuff, but never hard drugs, obviously, never did that shit. But I let it all go. You know what I'm saying? I let that shit go in my mind. I didn't have to go to rehab. I didn't have to like talk to people about it. I just woke up one day and said, fuck this shit. I'm not doing it no more. Because I have a strong mind saying to myself, you know, Mark, just don't do it no more, bro. You had enough. That's enough. You know, no more smoking cigarettes, no more weed, no more alcohol, no more going out no more. No, none of that shit no more. Stay away from all these things. And look, my life got so much better. But it depends on you the person, you know? Right, but sometimes the thing is he has to find himself. So when somebody loses the things that are best in their life, then that's better for them to realize that in order to get Amanda back, I have to really, you know, clean my shit up. So until he does that, that's when you should give him the time of day, you know, because you're not really helping his problem. I mean, I know it's not your fault, but you're not really helping him if you go back to him and think it's okay to be with him and love him for being a drug addict. Well, that's the thing. You don't have to wonder about it because maybe that's going to work. Because at the end of the day, it's not Amanda's decision, it's Daniel's decision. Daniel has to say, okay, you know, I'm going to buck up. I'm going to do what I have to do because I really love Amanda and she's been by my side for 8 years. If you really love somebody, you're going to do something to change your life for the better. You know, you shouldn't have to change for anybody. You know, they should love you. You love them. You already love them for being a drug addict. You know, as crazy as that sounds. But now, if you really stay away from him and tell him, hey, look, you know, just do what you got to do. And he might be mad. He might be pissed. But at the end of the day, if he really loves you, he's going to come back clean. And I see that it's very possible he could do that. You know? But reading for somebody like that is like you're going to get so much different energies because a drug addict is clean one day, bad the next. Clean one day, clean for 30 days, and then back to normal because they can't handle it. You know, all they need is one little flare up and boom, they're going back to it. You know, fuck it, I'm going to go back to doing whatever I do. So he's like a ticking time bomb. He's self-destructive. So I would say leave him alone. And I know it's going to be hard, but the only thing you can do is just tell him, look, you know, if you want me back, if you want a relationship, then you have to do this. You know, you have to get clean because I can't be with you if you're going to keep doing this. Yeah, peanut butter cup, that's true. Yeah. Well, I can't guarantee he's gonna be normal, but I can tell you that he's gonna come back. Right. But that's the thing that if you feed him the energy of it's okay to be with you being this way, then how is he gonna get better? So Amanda, if you stay away from him and really stay away from him, then it's going to be for his benefit. So that way, no answer is an answer. You got me? So by you staying away from him, right, it's either going to make or break him. So you might even help him by staying away from him. You're welcome, sweetheart. You know, but that's what that's sometimes the best thing. You know, because it makes the person realize what they had. You know, you never lost them. You know, you never know what you lost until you lost it, you know? So she said being married to this man. Yeah, but you know what, peanut butter cup? I tell people all the time, you do it to yourself. You do it to yourself. You know, we get involved with somebody that you know you're not supposed to be with, then you're to blame. We have to take some of the blame. This is what people don't get, that you can't keep blaming the person that you're with and expecting them to change. You got to blame yourself too, because you're involved with this person and you're not happy. So if you're involved with somebody that you know that's not good for you and it's never going to change, or if they do change, it's probably not going to be in your lifetime, or it's probably not going to be with you. You got me? So we also have to take, I learned this a long time ago, that I also had to take blame for the people that were in my life, because I allowed them to be in my life. I gave them my energy. I showed them who I was, you know? I was good to them, but they weren't good to me. So, and I thought they were going to change because I would fall back or pull back or withdraw. But that the shit don't work, you know? So we always got to find like-minded people and people that we know that should be in our lives. You got me? So as soon as you get that red flag, keep it up on the pole and have their freaking name on it and say, you know, every time that person comes, you know, that's bullshit. We can't be in that type of life. But we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves, unfortunately. Right. Stay away from, you know, it's sad, but you know, love is deaf and blind. You know, my godmother, rest in peace, she said that a lot to me. She said, love is deaf and blind, Mark. So, you know, it's up to you. I got another donation. You can ask your question. Yeah, it's very toxic to be with somebody that's an alcoholic or a drug addict. You know, you know. Yeah, I saw that he does. He does genuinely love you. You know, if he's, you got to ask yourself this, Amanda. If he's been with you for 8 years, it can't not be love. How could you be with somebody for 8 years and not love them? That would be the craziest thing in the world. You know? The reason he goes missing and he's inconsistent is because of his problem. You know? When was the last time he bought you something? You know, if you've been with him for 8 years, that's pretty much self-explanatory. You know? He obviously is with you, he loves you, but it's a difficult love. There's love comes in many ways, you know. There's the love where you're getting romanced and things like that, and you know, you're getting things, and you know, love is so great and so wonderful, but there's a lot of different love, sweetheart. But that's the thing. A long time ago. Yeah. But that's the thing, you know, some women think that if a guy buys them roses and buys them all these Louis Vuitton shit that they love. That's not love. That's just material lust. You know, if you're with somebody for a long time, it's obviously because you love them. You know, I don't doubt that he loves you, but right. So even if he does love you, listen, even if he does love you, right? And even, okay, say he does love you and he goes missing 2 to 3 times a month. You know, it's to get his fix, because some guys, right? Some people who are addicts, obviously, they don't want you to see them in bad times, or they don't want to hear you say, look at you, you're so fucked up right now, what the hell is your problem? You know, you think he wants to hear his girlfriend say to him, you know, you're a mess, you gotta go to rehab, what the fuck is your problem, look at you, you're a mess, you know, yo, you're so high, you know, I can't be with you. You know, that's why he probably stays away from you, because he probably sick and tired of hearing that. But you're saying because you want him to get help and you want him to be better. But that's not even love. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit life to live. You know? It doesn't matter what he thinks. What matters is, are you going to continue to be with somebody like that you always have to worry about? You always have to worry about commitment issues. You always have to worry about, what is he doing, where he is, you know? Yeah, exactly. A drug addict is going to do those things. They go missing. That's a part of their life. They go missing. They got so fucking high somewhere at a friend's house and they just stay there for like a day in a coma, just pung out of their brains. I've been around drug addicts and drug lords all my life. I was born and raised in a ghetto drug area. So I watched my friend smoke weed and then take heroin and die within weeks. Heroin destroyed him. And the person who was dealing him the heroin, I wanted to kill him myself. And I already told him, stay away from this guy because he's bringing that next type of shit around here. It's all right to smoke weed and shit, but when you start going to that other type of shit, that's when it goes downhill. And I watched one of my best friends die from heroin. Literally, his body disintegrated right in front of my eyes. I watched him from being built and healthy to a skinny, bony, toothpick. Within 6 weeks to 2 months, he was dead just by converting over to heroin. Just like that, poof, he died. So that's why I've never wanted to do any drugs like that, because I don't want to kill myself. And that's how, people get fucked up. But some people's body can tolerate it, but his body couldn't. Yeah, it's sad and scary, but I've seen it. I've seen my friends die from drugs. I've seen people get caught up in fucked up shit. Coke, heroin, all that shit, man. I don't want nothing to do with people who do that shit. And even alcoholics. I was a DJ for 20 years, and I had to deal with drunk ass people coming up to me, hey Mark, play my song. And then they spill their fucking drink on my equipment and I want to beat the living shit out of them. So that's why I've never been an addict, because I saw addicts around me, and it discouraged me from being like them or wanting to be that fucked up, So that's why I completely took alcohol and cigarettes and any form of drugs out of my whole life. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it was hard because I saw it every single day. Okay, Peanut Butter Cup, you can ask your question. Yeah, drug free is cool, I can admit that I used to do, I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, and I started at an early age. I used to drink, I used to smoke weed for years. And this month, actually next week, will make 5 years that I completely stopped every single thing. No cigarettes, no alcohol, no weed, no nada. Nada. I'm done. I'm 45 years old, so I've had a good innings in that department. I'm proud of myself, and I did it for myself because I saw a lot of my friends die from drugs and alcohol. So I don't want to be the next one. I had a friend that was coming home from a party on his motorbike, and he was so drunk and high that he hit a bridge and fell into the water and drowned. And that happened about 6 years ago. And getting that phone call was not good. And that's when I said, fuck this, I'm going to stop everything, because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be the next person that has a phone call saying, hey, Mark, I fucked up, he's dead. So that was too many friends that I've had die from those things. So I don't want that to ever happen again. Okay, you want to know about a possible love interest. His name is Jade. How is Jade feeling about you? Okay. All right. Well, Jade has a hopeful outlook with you. He expects things to get better between you guys. He expects things to get better. He wants things to get better. He feels like he already knows you. You know, um, he feels like he's known you. I know he probably doesn't know you, but he feels like he has. Like you maybe your connection is good. Maybe you guys conversate a lot. Maybe the conversation is good. Um, but there's a lot of indecisiveness. Like the person, this guy is not really sure if they want to be really involved in a relationship because maybe they're past. This person, Jade, could have had a bad relationship before they met you, and it's really affecting them from being in a relationship with you or getting to know you a little better or wanting to be in a relationship in the future. So this person could have past issues with an ex, or they just probably haven't really solved their issues with the past person. But as far as feelings, that's what I see. You know, it's he feels like it could work. He feels like hopeful. You know, he feels like, peanut butter cup is good. You know, I'll be Reese's, and we can be Reese's Pieces buttercups together. But yeah, you met years ago. Okay, well that could be it then. He's known you for a long time because I get he's known you for a while. But if you the thing is he might be unhappy because of his past relationships. I still think that that's the issue here, you know? Right. I see the conversation is good. That's what he likes about you. He can talk to you about anything and anything under the sun. So that's okay. But he's disappointed with his life at the moment. Maybe he's had a lot of too many bitter experiences. Maybe he's had too many problems in the past with women or with relationships or with himself. I think he's realizing that being by himself is the better option for him, or the option that he likes. He likes being by himself. Maybe he's like stuck right now in his own mind saying, I don't mind talking to you. I don't, I feel okay talking to you, but that's about it. Yeah, exactly. But like I don't think he wants a relationship with you. That's the answer to your question. I don't like how he's feeling about you is he's still like, he looked at you as a favorable person to talk to. He likes talking to you, but like as a friend, like when he reunites with you as a friend, he really likes that. But I think that he is not wanting that. Like he doesn't want, like if you were to say, "Hey, I want to be in a relationship with you," I think he'll probably be like, "Well, I don't really want to do that. I'd rather be your friend, and I want to be your friend because we're, I don't want to ruin our friendship if things don't work out as lovers." You know what I mean? just check something. Yeah, if you were to tell him that you like him, and you want to be in a relationship with him, like he would have difficulty with that. Like he wouldn't think that you guys will be good in a relationship together, and he'd rather be alone right now at this point in time. But he does look at you as a good person. Like he knows you have good intentions, and he knows you'll give him the proper balance. It's almost like he knows it'll work, but he himself doesn't want a relationship. Like he doesn't want that because he feels like he's gonna have to change his way of life. He's gonna have to give up his freedom, and he's gonna have to like make a serious adjustment just to be with you, if that makes sense. Like if you were to tell him, hey, you wanna date, you wanna like be together, and you wanna be boyfriend and girlfriend, he's gonna be like, well, not really, because that means I gotta dedicate my whole like time to being with you, and I can't do that because I have this, and this going on. So I don't want you to like, I don't want you to feel like I'm doing something that I'm not, or if I don't give you enough of my time, Right. Well, if you do explore the connection, I think it's going to ruin the friendship, because he's going to think that, I don't think it's going to work. I think we're better off friends. And I think that's going to make things awkward between both of you. He knows you mean well, and he knows you're like, a good person. It's not because you're not a good person. Like, he really likes you, but there's no like love interest, Like the way you feel about him, I don't think he feels the same way about you because of what's happened to him in his recent past. Or like if he ever talks to you about relationships that he's had recently, and if they were shitty, then that's why like he's gonna be hesitating to, not to go that route. And he's gonna have to sacrifice a lot in his mind. He's gonna say, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lot just to be with you, So just be his peanut butter cup for now. And you can't be his Reese's Pieces, okay? Sometimes being friends is better than being, well, that doesn't mean anything, That doesn't mean that, I have tons of people who tell me they're thinking about me, but they're not gonna, if they tell me I'm thinking about you in a sexual way, then I'll take it that way. But those texts don't really come that way. And it's like, I was just thinking about you, Mark. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. What you up to? Okay, cool. I don't really read too much into that, but that's the thing. I know it feels good to be thought of. I know it feels good, but what my suggestion is to maybe push the envelope just a little bit to see what happens. You never know. But I think it mainly depends on him. Like you know what you want, right? But it's not what he wants. But if he sends you that, then like don't take it as, he's thinking about me. He's probably thinking about the conversations he had with you. So you pop up in his mind. Me and her had this conversation and shit, oh, look, I'm just thinking about you. Yeah. But the thing is, I think it's more on his side because you want to, right? Like you look at him as a love interest. You want to be with him, right? But it's him. He's like, until he says, I want to be with you, then that's a different story. And it could happen, but it's all up to him. You know what I mean? And it's from what I see in the cards, he's saying to himself, if I go for this, if I do be with her in a relationship, then I have to like readjust everything. And I really don't want to do that right now because I'm focusing on this, and this. He might be focused on his career. So, most men aren't multitaskers. So they focus on one thing, then they focus on another thing. They don't do two things at once. You got me? A lot of men forget to do two things at once. So he seems like the guy that he can, but he just doesn't want to. So if you know he has to change his way of life to be with you in a relationship, then that's probably holding him back, because that's what I get. That's the end result there. I mean, it could be, but I just don't see that right now. The thing is sometimes it can work and sometimes it might not work. And then I think that because you guys are good friends, he probably doesn't want to lose you as a friend, But I think his career is on his mind because that's the only thing that is probably on his mind right now. Is like, I need to focus on my career. Being 43 years old is the time where a guy wants to settle down because they feel like they've done everything. I feel the same way, but the problem is finding the right person, because a lot of people are not the same and they don't have the same goals. That's the problem. But just see how it goes and let him do the work. Let him come to you. Just maybe hint it here and there, or see how it goes. If he starts to push the issue, then good for you, right? I wish you luck on that. Hopefully it works out for you. But it depends on him. All right. It's midnight here. And I need to go sleepy. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate it. Thanks for your support. And I will most likely be here tomorrow. I'm trying to come on every day because I got my life back. Because I've been very busy for the past 9 months. And now I'm cooled down and got my life back, and my career is not taking over my life right now. So I'm going to come on here and spend it with everybody and hang out and help as much people as I can and do what I can. And I should be here tomorrow, God willing. So to anybody that's in here, you guys have a good night. And if you need anything, I'll be here tomorrow. All right? So good night.